to talk it all through. This is the show that's made for you. We've laughed, we've learned, it's been a
What is freaking up? My name is Eve.
My name is Sarah, and we are Burnt Out Perfectionists.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
So as we know, well, I hope you know, this week is Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah?
It'll be Thursday?
I thought it was a Friday. I mean,
Might be Friday.
depending on where you are. It is February 14th.
February 14th. Oh, for some reason I was thinking the 15th.
Oh, yeah.
Or the 13th. Valentine's Day is coming up, but does that mean that we have to have heart-shaped gifts? I say no.
And expensive dates? No. What we're going to talk about in today's episode is how to truly celebrate love without commercial or consumerism pressure, stuff like that, and just have a different view. So this is not a negative down with Valentine's Day podcast, just to let you know. But before we jump into today's subject, Eve, what is your survive and thrive of the week?
My survive is I have had a cold for the past week.
Oh, yeah. And it's been a hardcore cold.
I had to come home halfway through my workday last week. Well, 2 weeks ago when you're hearing this. Because I was just not feeling great. And then the days following, I almost felt like I was in a daze.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I could say it. I was in a daze. So I just kind of felt gross. But on a flip side of being sick, I gained motivation to write 3 blog posts in one day.
That was my favorite thing. I'm in my blog writing era, Sarah. And I was like, nice.
I'm in my blog writing era. And I literally was like, so I made 3 blog posts. Sure, I'm like, I send you 50 TikToks because I'm not moving off of the couch. So I'd say that was my thrive. As much as I was not feeling great, I gained inspiration to write more blog posts.
Oh, which is sweet. Which is so funny, though, because I read your message and I was like, wait, isn't it my week to post a blog? And then I was like, okay, I have some stuff ready. And then you're like, so who's posting this week? And I was like, oh, okay, it is me. You're like, okay, perfect. So at least you have stuff ahead of time, or we have stuff ahead of time, which is awesome. And I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just annoying. This is a shout out though to Halls. Their strawberry lemonade flavor, they're the vitamin C ones, but they are magical.
Oh,
they taste delicious. And also, I don't have I'm very lucky that I didn't get that nasty cough that lasts for 10 years.
Yeah.
The dry one that gives you a headache.
Child has, right?
Yeah, I just really didn't want that.
No.
So, which with the blog, we do try to post every Wednesday.
Yes.
With random things. We usually swap off here and there. It kind of just depends on it depends on I'm in.
And also if I remember what day of the week it is.
I always forget it's Wednesday and then it's Wednesday. I know that's bad. I'll wake up and I'm like, oh my god, it's Tuesday, and I'm like, it's Wednesday.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What is your survive and thrive of the past week?
It is effing cold here. For those of you who live in other parts and maybe don't understand, I'm going to say that differently because that annoyed me already.
I was just I'm trying to follow.
Oh, so we're located in Canada, British Columbia specifically, and there is snow in places where there isn't usually snow, but also we go by Celsius, and in some areas of our province, it is -16 or lower.
Yeah. Which, listening to people from, I saw a TikTok from this person who was in Florida, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's 80 degrees, so it's starting to be summer, and I'm sitting there, in 3 different sweaters, 4 blankets underneath, and I'm like, F you.
Damn you. I would also love to give a shout out to all the people who were getting snow in areas of the United States who didn't usually get snow and were posting adorable excitement videos, and also the ones who were laughing and complaining and told Canada to take their snow back.
I was kind of a hoot.
It was super funny. It was awesome. They obviously, there was nothing tragic happening, but they would be like, take your snow back, or this is me outside. I live in Louisiana. This is how much snow I have. 4 hours later, this is how much snow I have. What is going on? And I was like, oh my goodness, I love this. I don't know, my negative. I talked about it in the last episode, but my kid.
Your survive was that it was cold. What is your thrive?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, we ain't doing the negatives today, ma'am. What is my thrive?
My thrive. I'm continuing every week to like bake or make some fun items, and I'm really enjoying that.
I'm sorry. I would like to give you a thrive. The fact that I'm giving it to you because I don't do a lot of stuff for social media.
Oh.
For the blog and for podcast. We've gained almost 10 followers in the past week.
Yes, we have. I've been active on the TikTokies because I've been trying my best. I've been doing just fun things that I think are awesome. I'm not like really investigating trends or anything like that. Of course, though, if I see a trend, especially the trend that included 5 seconds of summer, I was definitely going to do that because fun fact, we surprised Eve and our other sister when she was younger and I lived in Vancouver to tickets to 5 seconds of summer.
Oh, it was back in 2017, 2016. I think it was
Before I had a
15.
kid. 2015.
2015?
Yeah.
It was great.
It was so good. Their concert was so good. And I liked them, but then I became like a huge fan after that concert. I was like, holy crap. Also, there were some songs I didn't know that they played. And then they played them. And I was like, what's these guys? And yeah, that was really awesome. And just like a fun little like memory thing. Oh God, what is these? That was an adventurous sneeze. I was so scared I was gonna like throw my head down on him. Like I was
going that way, and I'm like, I can't catch you.
Oh my God. Fun side note. There was this video last night I watched on TikTok with my daughter, and it was a bunch of dogs sneezing. And it was a compilation.
Yes, I saw that one last night too.
Why is it all the tiny dogs that like sneeze and vibrate after? They're like, "Ah." And I was like, this is the funniest thing ever. Obviously not in pain. They were just like randomly sneezing. My favorite was the consideration of every Doberman that was shot in the video who always turned away and either put up their paws or always turned away from anybody who was in the room to sneeze. It was the cutest thing ever.
It was so cute.
It's so dumb, but sometimes I'm just like, those videos, it's not dumb, actually. I'm going to embrace it. Those videos bring me joy. It's like my friend Jen gets joy from watching all those soldiers come home videos, which...
Oh, do you remember that? I swear Billy Ray Cyrus was the host of it, and it was like called like Coming Home.
What?
It was a whole show about like Mom and I watched it. It was like
I probably didn't have
probably 10, 15 years ago.
Oh.
You were still living at home.
Oh, the fuck was I mentally?
10, 15 years ago, and it was like, Who Do You Think You Are was on.
Yeah.
And then it was like Coming Home or Finding Your Way Home, and it was about these people planning on how to surprise their family members. And I think Billy Ray Cyrus was the voice, like the narrator.
Oh, that's so cute.
It was so sad.
I know, like those videos, I don't mind watching them, but I also didn't. My husband laughs really hard because, like, when it comes to stuff like that, I don't really get upset unless there's an animal involved.
When the dog sees their owner come home for the first time.
I know, like those ones I'm like, oh my God, so cute. And I don't know why the kid one doesn't bug me. I think just because I'm like, oh, that kid must be so excited that their dad's home, or they're so like, that's so cute. Like, I think it's cute and adorable, but I'm not like weepy, but I don't know what it is. I think it's because dogs don't communicate. That's probably why.
True.
That it was just like, it's like, oh my God, it's like toured for 3 years and then come back, and the dog was like a puppy and the dog still remembers him and they're a giant dog, and I was like, oh my God.
I would like to say I feel like that is true love.
Yeah, true love. Segue. Okay, so Valentine's Day. I know there are some good, some bad, and some people who do not celebrate it, which is totally fine. I was an anti-Valentine's Day girl for a very long time. I would always plan to wear black. And I never really kind of got the whole thing. Not that I've warmed up to it, because I love to celebrate people that I love on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, monthly basis, whatever it works. I love celebrating people. It's a part of my personality. And I have slowly become, over time, let's try the words again. Over time, I have slowly warmed up more and more to like Valentine's Day and like getting stuff, because I have a kid and she gets really excited about Valentine's Day, and my husband is a hoe for every single fucking holiday. Anytime you can celebrate, like, I swear to God, this man would be like, he's like, it's BC Day. Let's go celebrate British Columbia. And I'm like, can we just stay home? It's a free day off. And he's like, there's all these festivals and all this other stuff in town. Let's go. And he's all excited and always down for stuff like that. So I've learned to like accommodate. I originally resisted, but then I was like, you know what? What's the worst thing that I'm doing? I'm celebrating having fun with my family. But, you know.
That's because I live in the place that you live.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Valentine's Day, the thought of Valentine's Day, I think a lot of people like feel the irk because it's like, effort. I've never had the opportunity to celebrate a real Valentine's Day. I've never been in a relationship, so that part, eh. I will say that Valentine's Day does hit hard with the Hallmark movies and the like I like watching the movie Valentine's Day.
Oh, I was like, I knew that they had rom-coms. Like, I immediately think of that Valentine's Day movie that Gary Marshall made. But I didn't think of course Hallmark has Valentine's Day movies.
Well, there's like the Hallmark one, and then there's like, you know, the episodes of each show and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't say like I hated Valentine's Day.
You like the theme. Like, you're down for the theme, but you're not like obsessed with it.
I will say though, the flavors are top tier.
No.
Chocolate, strawberry, raspberry?
Oh, no. You know what one of the number one flavors is? So if you want to have a giggle, you can hop on over to our TikTok. But,
Cinnamon.
Being a prior form of a girl who liked to partay, I had an instance with Fireball, which is a cinnamon-flavored whiskey, similar to Goldschlager, which I also want nothing to do with. And I have quite the aversion to cinnamon unless it's like you're putting it in like pancakes or something. It's artificial, I think, cinnamon that I have the aversion to. Like cinnamon hearts, no thank you. I get the gag when you walk in and there's Valentine's Day stuff or sometimes even Christmas stuff for some odd reason is scented like it. And it makes me gag. And our mom laughs at me, sorry. Our mom laughs at me when she's with me and we enter any store and she's like, you made your own decisions.
Like, I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon.
Yeah.
In general. I don't mind it in baking, but I feel like, you know, those heart-shaped suckers? Oh, they're so good.
Oh, so I've only ever gotten like cherry ones of those.
Those ones are okay, but there's like strawberry ones, there's raspberry ones.
Oh, nice.
I love the like, how now I see a lot more of like sarcastic, like,
oh yeah,
sarcastic stuffed animals or like sarcastic mugs.
I know. I saw this whole thing going around where it was like, she does not want flowers. That's not like a common thing. Like the whole like not wanting flowers. Like, you know how you're like, what?
She doesn't want I'll say flowers.
I know. Well, that's the whole thing is like there's people who are like stitching it to me being like, shut up. I want flowers. Like, don't speak for us. But like, I know what you mean. I love how there's a mix up of things because like not everybody is like the lovey-dovey or like red teddy bear type. Like my husband always looks for these avocados that they had at Walmart where it's like, you're the avocados on my toast, or like they have like the lobster, which is so cute.
Oh, those are cute.
Like having fun stuff that's like outside of the regular things that you saw for a long time. I love some of the Anti-Valentines Day and the single themed stuff, which is the best shit I've ever seen in my life.
See, like the Galentine's vibe, I like the people who have like taken it as like a fun day to do stuff with their friends.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is I love how it's like evolved over time, which I feel like in some cases has alleviated like pressure when it comes to Valentine's Day. But I know that for some people who are in like a form of a relationship, for some folks, it's like the end all and be all. And it's like, you must book this. And it's as weddings and birthdays, it is that time of the year where everybody decides just to crank up the price of everything.
My confusion is when people, like, I see these videos of like, he hasn't asked me to be his Valentine yet, and they're serious. I don't like
my husband hasn't asked me to be his Valentine. I was like, ma'am, you are his Valentine. You are his partner in crime. You are married or with this person. I don't understand the like, will you be my Valentine thing. I love the people who are doing it to be funny. Like, I'm so mad at you. Why? You haven't asked me to be your Valentine yet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cute. Like, that's funny. Like, or like cheeky funny. But there are some people who are very serious, or people who list off exactly what they want. They're like, I hope you're watching this video. And I'm like, I hope this is a skit. Let me just check the hashtags and see if it's as funny. It does not.
It is not Christmas.
No.
Like, it is one day. I understand, like, if you're, say you have, like, kids, or, you don't go out super often, or, like, you don't have the financials to, like, go out every weekend or stuff like that. Like, but you want to do something.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you're like, okay, we're going to go out for Valentine's Day, like, I have to make an excuse of it so that we make sure that we leave our house.
Yeah.
That's different. Like, when people are, like, in committed relationships and they're like, he didn't ask me to be his Valentine, I'm like, what?
I think a big thing for me too is like, there's some people who want to go over the top, and you know what, if that's like your love language and you want to do that, go right ahead. But you don't have to go over the top. I also don't think that people should have priority lists of exactly what they want, because that's boring. Let the other person have fun. And also, like, you could maybe set expectations of what you want. Or I mean, the amount that people have to book ahead for Valentine's Day, it's like getting your kid into summer camp. It's a gamble. It's like trying to get Taylor Swift tickets. You don't know if you're going to get it. What I like is some restaurants will have like specialty menus, or say maybe they'll have like 5 courses, and it'll be like you can opt in for something, which I've seen, which is super cute. And I love how they change it up or theme it. But the ones who just turn around and gouge people and offer the same freaking crap that they offer all the time, get over yourself.
My biggest hype that I've recently seen, and I know this, like, kind of takes away, like, it's not expensive or anything like that, is the heart-shaped noodles from Pastatelli.
Okay, I always laugh because I see heart-shaped noodles and I always think of those like penis ones that they came out with for like bachelorettes.
Also, who eats pasta on your bachelorette? You're wearing white.
Well, if you're pre-gaming because you're about to go get wasted, pasta is key.
But these, like, cute little heart-shaped noodles, and I'm like, that's really cute.
Yeah, like you can make stuff at home and do fun little things like that. And it doesn't have to be like, oh my God, Valentine's Day is coming up. But like, again, it doesn't have to like have a huge lead up. You don't need to have a large budget or anything. Like, you can just celebrate people.
And I think, like, going away from the consumerism over connections, like, people, I remember I saw this, like, psychologist on, it was on a podcast, and they said people who, like, you see them splashed all over social media and, like, these long things of how much they love them are less likely to have a long-standing relationship.
I can legitimately say that every set of people that I know who have ended up getting divorced or separating wrote 1 to 3 paragraph messages underneath some form of like picture carousel on Instagram on like random things like Valentine's Day, or like sometimes I understand when it comes to like birthdays, but also it's just like I notice a lot. It's like those people who are stating that, and I'm like, oh my God, you don't need to be like, we fight all the time, but I'm going to state that I love this person. But like, you also don't have to like put on some type of like fake persona or put on this whole thing. So that way it's like, look at me, I'm in love, especially when it comes to like holidays. Like, don't fake it, try to fix it.
Also, just, like, you don't need to be, if you're in, like, people say, like, outside of the newlywed phase.
Yeah.
You're dating for a couple months, or, like, you've been friends for a couple of months, and, like, you see each other regularly, and Jesus. Words are hard for me today. Doing things like buying flowers or chocolates and stuff like that, they might not know you well enough to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to buy you this very special edition Alice in Wonderland book because I know that 25 years ago you wished for it.
I know, like, you don't have to do that for Valentine's Day. You can also, like, another thing that I saw, so there's Galentines, which I think is so fun. Some people are doing, like, craft nights with their friends, or they're going out to dinner with their friends, or even, like, cooking and just hanging out and watching, like, movies that their friend group likes and everything. The other one I saw is, like, take yourself out on a date, or, like, celebrate you if you're someone who's, like, lives on their own or anything, and go run and do that, or One that I really liked is I saw someone who was like, well, I know there's a lot of people who are like sad on Valentine's Day and everything, and a lot of people who are overlooked because of like all the stuff you have to buy and everything like that. So this person went around and they either like volunteered, donated, or just like walked up to even like folks who were like on the street and everything and said, hey, I'd love to like buy you some food. Do you want to come with me and I'll buy you some food? And here's like a thing of mittens or like a cute teddy bear or whatever. And they handed out some stuff, which I thought was really nice.
I will say, as much as I'm not a participator of Valentine's Day yet, seasonal decor, especially dogs with tiny hearts,
Oh my God.
10 out of 10.
I don't know what happened when 2025 came over, but my body was like, I love pink. I love bright colors. But it's like the Valentine's Day stuff is so, I know, it was the same look my kid gave me when I whipped out this phone case.
Okay, it's cute. I personally would not have it on my phone,
Yeah.
but I think it's cute.
It's neon pink. It has a neon pink heart pop socket on the back. And it has one of those like stretchy bracelet things because I kept dropping my phone.
No, like I think those types of things, it's like when you see if Valentine's Day in movies was an aesthetic, it would be like the dopamine decor.
Yeah, that's basically why I got it. Is I'm like, oh, it's so pretty and bright, and I
Yeah.
can find it because all my bags are dark on the inside, so I can be like, oh, here we go.
So for me, dopamine decor is a bit too much. I love a like dark library, those types of things.
Or an all light aesthetic.
You're really
into
depends.
Yeah.
Usually, I'd say I'm either Greece or
Have you seen
medieval.
my houses in Greece? They're like dopamine decor. They're all bright fucking colors.
No, I mean the outside of them.
Yeah, the outside of them are all bright
White
fucking
and
colors.
blue.
No.
I mean the area in Greece, Athens, like with the stone.
Oh, okay. I was like,
houses.
there's the whole thing where it's like they're all bright colors.
Yeah, I know that.
Of like the thing.
Oh yeah, I know those ones. Those ones are cute. Wouldn't have my whole house being like that.
I would.
Or like, actually, let's be honest. My decor style is Zoella.
Yeah.
I am so sorry if she ever listens to this. I sound like a creepy stalker of how much I love Zoella, but like she's so cute.
Oh,
I love her.
She's so cute, and you connect with her. You have a lot of things that are very similar that you like that she has always liked. And
I've also watched her for over 10 years.
I know it's so crazy when you sit and think about like different creators and stuff like that you've watched. You're like, oh. Where's the other one? I'll introduce self-love as the core of all relationships, cultivating positive relationships and connections.
I love you, but I can't hear self-love anymore without that one time you looked at me and said masturbation.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I love that we have you recorded saying that.
No, literally every time now I read it and I'm like,
I always think of like loving yourself and celebrating yourself. Also, loving yourself sounds bad, but anyways, that's my mind.
I'm gonna
the millennial in me.
I'm gonna switch self-love to self-appreciation.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a bit better. Like you can appreciate the qualities. Actually, I saw a TikTok about this, and it was
course you did.
You might have sent it to me, and it was this lady that said, "If you claim to be self-aware, you can't be self-aware if you only talk about your bad qualities."
Yes. Oh my God.
And shout out to that girl. I think she was New Zealand.
I want
Kiwi.
Yeah,
I think so. If I find it, I will I'll send it to Sarah to post it. And being self-aware, I feel like when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. And then it kind of makes you go, I self-appreciate the qualities that I do have.
Yeah.
So like when I was talking to our mom about this, I think it was literally last night.
Oh.
We were talking about relationships because we were watching, what were we watching? We were watching a movie. God damn it. I don't remember what it was. But we were watching, oh my God, we were watching The Other Woman because it's leaving Netflix soon.
Oh, it's so funny. It's a horrible premise, but so funny.
Very funny. And I said to, like there's, Cameron Diaz has a very like woman power.
Oh, there's like the different personalities.
I personally related to the one that was the wife.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd wear that. But I was like, I feel like a lot of people don't like Valentine's Day because they put on this persona that they have to be like a badass boss. And I was like, you know what, Mom? I have just established I would love to just be taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, if someone shows up with a McDonald's cheeseburger,
Yeah.
marriage.
Dad.
Like, I don't need you to cut in a thing if literally my person in the future, my future husband, you listen to this and you can quote me later. You show up and pick me up from work with a cheeseburger, marriage.
Well, that's the whole thing, is like reining it back to things that are like making somebody something. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, it can be like a cute homemade thing. Or I have a rule in my house where I don't really like to get flowers.
Yeah.
So, and I love Lego. So my husband took that as, I shall buy her Lego flowers. And I was like, I love this because they're forever flowers. Yes, you have to dust them. But
He's got
my
it.
last preface. I just find it really funny. Like, I saw some like crazy statistic on like in North America how many red roses are sold. I'm like, how come everybody gets red roses? Like, why wouldn't you get like a fun, different set of things? Or like, if it was Eve, I would get her blue roses if I could find them. But there's like this overtake of specific things. And also, again, the price hike always bothered me about what it changed. But you have them for a bit, and then you can dry them or whatever. But other than that, they kind of get thrown out. So I love myself some Lego flowers, or even like a house plant. Except houseplants piss me off sometimes because you get gnats and then they just fly around. We had that. Ben just had to do this whole like sand, cinnamon stoves thing. But I'm not going to lie, the houseplants look so adorably aesthetic now, instead of just staring at the dirt.
I will say I really enjoy like fake flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Like silk, not even silk fake flowers. Like fake flowers that I can switch out and stuff. Like our mom is we're all very into seasonal decor. We love a little splash of each season.
Because it totally changes your house for like not even pennies on a dollar. Oh, yeah. Like, you buy the stuff once and it lasts forever.
So like we'll switch them out every like season. Yeah. And it just makes it so easy. And every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. We are both very allergic to pollen. So like can't have the stems of lilies. Certain flowers are super like potent.
Oh, yeah. The smell.
I am definitely a fan of the $24.99 Costco bouquets.
Oh, I love myself a Costco bouquet.
They're so pretty. And like something about when you come home and like someone buys you flowers. Like I know we talked about a little bit earlier in the episode of, oh, well, I don't want flowers. I want this. And it's like materialistic items.
Yeah.
There is something like if someone shows up with a bouquet of flowers or like, not even that, if they just like hand you a singular rose, it's so pretty.
It is really pretty. I think a big thing too is like just even trying to take off of Valentine's Day is I personally think you should be celebrating people that you love all the time. And if you see a little thing at the store or like you think of making something for said person, like make it for the person. They don't have to be your person. It could be your best friend, be your kid, it could be your little sister. It could be anything like that. Like, you can celebrate more than just a significant other, and you shouldn't feel like you're alone and that your life is tragic if you don't have a Valentine.
I also feel like if you feel that way, then you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, you should either talk to somebody that like you can confide in, or maybe speak to like a counselor or something. Like, if your entire existence and how you feel about yourself reigns on a specific holiday or a specific status, just to say it bluntly, you need to work on yourself, honey. And you need to build yourself up and be comfortable with who you are, and have those like reinforcements, so you, not that you don't care, but you just don't put so much emphasis on stuff like that. Like, that shouldn't be your main focus. It can be something where you're like, I'm gonna find a man in 2025, but it doesn't have to be that is every single thing about you. Like, I'm doing my hair because I heard that men like brunettes this year. I'm cutting my hair because I hear men like short hair this year. No, don't do that. Do whatever works for you. I mean, I've had my hair almost every color of the rainbow.
I also feel like I saw this chick last year and she said 2024 dating for the plot.
Oh,
and like a whole series. Yeah, I love her. She's adorable. I also feel like Valentine's Day, like we talked about, like love all year, not just one day. Like a lot of the time, if I go to the store or if I'm like shopping online, I don't say anything. I'll just purchase something and then, throw it at Sarah's face.
Or she was to like compliment the item. Like I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. She pulled out this. How would you describe it?
Okay, I would just like to state, think about the item and would that ever fit my aesthetic?
No, but I don't know if you're looking to change things up.
So, if you go on our Overwhelm the Label social media, I purchased it's called a Bible cover.
Yeah.
And it's a case where you can put like your Bible in and pens and stuff like that. I use it for bullet journaling.
Yeah.
Also because when I go to work and I want to bring a book, I don't like it when my paperback books get bent.
Yeah.
So it gives me the opportunity that holds a lot of stuff. Ugh. So this one, sorry, it hit me in the soul.
I know. I was like, it sounds like someone just punched you in the chest.
So Sarah, I think about a year or two ago, she had this $5 backpack that was neon green and a mint green checker pattern.
Oh, so I barely even remembered it. Oh, I got it for $2.75, the clearance section at Superstore.
Oh, it was $2. It was a $5.
That was my random access memory right there. It was a low cost backpack, basically just so I can like throw the crap in that I'll need to go back and forth from my house to Eve's house.
And like, she was heartbroken when the strap broke. She was like, it broke. I can't get it to fix. I was like, I understand. So when I was shopping online, I was looking for a Bible cover, because I was trying to, the random little tangent. This lady on TikTok bought one from Target and she put her iPad mini in it.
Oh.
And it was like this small leather one. I attempted to make my own. It didn't work out. It's not even real leather. I need to buy real leather in order to do it. I don't know why I thought fake leather. To make it so that like it has a little case, so it's like if your iPad minis like your planner, you like put them all together. Very cute. So I was like, okay, I want something like that. So I'm like looking high and low for something like that, and I'm like, man, I go on TikTok, and sometimes my For You page will randomly go to Utah or like people who are really into Jesus, and I'm like, oh, okay, lovely. And this chick was like, oh, I'm rebinding a Bible, and I was like, oh, that's cool. The next one was, oh, fill my Bible case. And I was like, hey, what is this? So I found this really cute one that has mountains on it. Very cutesy, very demure. Very cute. And so I had purchased two, and they're leather, and I was like, oh, this is great. Pulled them out. They have like a bookmark in it. And then it popped up of this like mint green one that's around the same. And I was like, oh my God, mint green checkered pattern. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to buy this for Sarah's. And so as I'm opening the package, I'm like, I pull out mine. I'm like, no, I pulled out that one first. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, isn't this cool? Like it opens up. And she was like, oh my God, that is amazing. I need something like that. And starts to go on this whole like appreciation of how great those are. And I was like, perfect, because I have two more in here for me.
I know, that was the funny thing is, well, you went through all three different ones and then explained to me what you were going to use them for. And I was like, oh my God, that's so great. And as I'm about to say, can you send me the link to that? Which is like classic me. Like, that's cute. Can you send me the link to that? And she's like, I'm so glad you're so excited. This one's yours. And she threw it at me and I was like, oh my God, what? Are you kidding me? No. If you bought this, like, it's okay. And you were like, no, I seriously bought this for you. Literally, you thought this wasn't for you? It's literally everything that you like. And I was like, oh. Like, I was like, oh, this is so great. Like, I'm not in like a book group or whatever, but like, what are they called? I just say something club. Book club. There you go. I'm not in a book club, but I feel like it would work for book club people who go to Bible study, or even just you want to like organize like a work bag or anything. Like, at least you have it all in the separate places. There's nothing worse when you're like, oh my God, for like you said, a planner, or you're looking for a pen or something in your bag, and you go to open up your bag because you have your little notebook you want to scribble like, I don't know, grocery list or something down in. You're like, the fuck is the pen?
Do you know something super funny? So I had purchased this probably 3 weeks ago, or like it was a week before Alicia Marie had posted that video about gratitude journaling.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God. And I had it in, like, I had purchased it. I was waiting for it to come. And within last episode or a couple episodes ago, Sarah was talking about how she wanted to start gratitude journaling and like doing 3 a day. And I'm sitting there pissing myself laughing because I'm like, something's in the mail.
Yeah, I've got an accessory for that. Have I started that yet? No, but because I want to find the notebook, I had to clean around my desk and stuff. If you'd like to see my desk redo, I changed out all my little fun things on my desk and I did a little TikTok video on it. I went for purple theme this year.
I changed my desk mat, so I have this like beautiful night sky one. And then I have my labels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I bought the thing for my monitor and then it ended up being too tall. And I don't trust it.
Oh no. If you think it's too tippy, then no. So random. Just a brief little segue onto accessories for desks. I saw someone who bought a wrap for their Mac.
I saw that too, like the lavender one.
Yeah, like you can get any color that you want. And someone's like, oh, they came out with a blue when I literally already had mine delivered. And they got like a steel blue though, and they wrapped it. And I was like, oh my God. And the comments were like just hysterical. Like, I can barely get my phone screen on without fucking it up. You think I could put that giant sticker on? Like a couple other ones, and I was laughing so hard. But yeah, I mean, even fun things like that, like if you know someone loves like a cute keyboard, or if someone loves like the cloud wrist things, I have them
I'm
too.
just naming stuff in front of you right now.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you know someone is like a stationary nerd or loves stuff like that, like you can get them the little thing, something that they use every day. I love a useful gift. I say that for Christmas. I say that for any other holiday. If you feel like gifting somebody something, give them something that they might use on a daily basis that they'll actually like. And maybe like observe their color palette. Like if they're Eve, I would not be buying Eve a Barbie Stanley Cup. But if you were Sarah, I'd probably use it because that way I wouldn't lose it. You see what I did there?
If you don't use it, you lose it. See, I also go off of people's vibes. Like, I know that sounds very odd, but like, if I'm giving someone a gift and say I don't know them like super duper well, but I want to get them something,
Yeah.
my brain can look at them and be like, "Hey, I know that your favorite flavor of popsicle is blue,
Well,
and
it's
your
like,
favorite flavor is green."
that's observational gifting.
I
I love how you're just start laughing.
eyebrow just observational gifting.
I pulled a Charlie. If my eye went up, my eyebrow went up.
But like those certain things are like our mom and I will like buy things and like be like, "Oh, I got you a present. It's something for us to share." And like those certain things I feel like mean a lot more versus like, "Hey, I bought you this thing that is for a very specific purpose."
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what's my biggest piss off for Valentine's Day gifts? Is when people do it to like they're like, "Oh, I got you this to better yourself."
Oh yeah, rude.
Like if it's
When people do that in general, like if you know someone's on like some self-discovery journal or journey, self-discovery journey, and they've listed things that they want to do, and you know that, maybe they're slowly buying stuff because of a budget or anything like that, or you see something that's associated with that, that's cute. But like giving somebody a self-discovery book that basically tells them that they need to like get a personality or something, like it's fucking rude.
oh my God, or like I got you a health fitness journal and somebody's like, "I'm just wanting to accept my body." And they're just like, "Here's your fitness journal."
Like read the room.
I feel like when you hear Valentine's Day, people put such a weight on it. They see a specific color scheme.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as like those candy hearts.
Yeah.
And you're so cute. They're like so colorful. It's so pretty.
I love how it's like evolved, especially when it comes to like kid stuff, because like, we would get the Valentines, the little ones that you like separate with perforated edges. They still have those, but they've made them so they're I want to say like more kid appropriate. Like it's not like you are the love of my life. Like some of them were so awkward when you would get them in elementary school, and you know that kid's mom just like went and like grabbed them or whatever, and you'd be getting them, and like people would like read too much into it, even like when we were older in like high school and stuff. And the ones that I get, like my kid loves to get anything that's like a funny pun with like food. Yeah, so she got those ones, and then so she got one set, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. Like they have stuff like this at like the Dollarama and the Dollar Tree, and I got mine at the Walmart holiday section. But she got like one set for boys and one set for like the girls with having that in class, but also some of them are like video game themed. So like a couple of her friends, like video, like she made sure. Oh my God, my nose plugged out so bad. I couldn't breathe. She got 2 different variety of Valentines to kind of like hit different hobbies and like funny jokes and stuff like that to like include everybody. And they also, her favorite thing is they sell these like mechanical pencil or pen packs that you can get. And then you can get like a notebook pack. And then we make like little things. And we get like I went to the Dollarama and I got the popping candy mini packs. It's like $1.25 and you get 45 little things of Pop Rocks. And then we make like little bags because that's what she likes to do. If she didn't want to do it, I wouldn't make her do it. I'm like, so what do you want to do for Valentine's this year? Okay, well, when I get the little cards, I'm like, okay, so do you want to buy them or make them? Because like it's a month before. So I'm going to make sure that we're prepped in case we need to slowly make things. And then what would you like to include? Oh, I kind of want like a little bag, stuff like this, and kind of go over it. And then she wants to do it for both classes because she's friends with people in both classes that are in grade 3. Obviously, she has like friends outside of her grade and everything, but I'm not on Valentine's Day for the entire school because my child would give them to everybody in the school. But yeah, I think you just always need to make sure that you check yourself before you wreck yourself and or wreck your bank account when it comes to holidays like this. Or some people are like, it's not even a real holiday. I've been that person. I'm going to be totally freaking honest, but
I feel like I've kind of been that person, but also like our parents would every Valentine's Day, they would like get us a box of Smarties.
oh my God, yeah, a box of Smarties and a cute card that says I love you.
Oh, love it. Literally, it was like every year I'd be like, oh, I'm like, oh, happy Valentine's Day. And then my mom would be like, oh, I got you something special. And I every year forgot, and then I'd be equally as excited about Smarties.
I do the exact same thing. I'm like, oh my goodness, you got me something? She's like, I've gotten you something like every year of your life. And I was like, have you? And she's like, dear God.
It's just something you like forget about, but like, and we would usually every like in school especially, you would make something for your mom and dad,
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day, or like your grandma, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just my aunt because all of her grandparents.
Yeah, that is very true. But yeah, take Valentine's Day and do it the way that you want to do it, not the way people are telling you how to do it, and stay as warped and twisted as ever. Peace.
But the conversation doesn't have to hide. Tune in next week, same time, same place. We'll be right here, ready to embrace. Every Monday we got something new. Life's unpredictable, but we're staying true. Through the ups and downs, we'll be here to guide. Come back next week, we'll be right by your side. Burnt Out Perfectionist, we got so much to say. Real raw and ready to talk today. We'll be back next Monday with more in store. Catch it then, we're always here for more. Burnt Out Perfectionist.